welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna teach you something about how to find the volume of a cylinder, right? So here with me I have this which I've already drawn. This is a cylinder. We have 8 centimeter and we have 2 centimeter. This is a cylinder, and then that's the formula there. You can see the formula. Let me move closer. Volume is equal to, just up there, base times height, right? Base means the area of whatever this thing is, but this is a cycle. Suppose it was a cube, it would be different, but this is a cycle. So that's why we say volume is equal to by r squared h. This, okay, by r squared h. We already know what the radius is here, which is equal to by into, now here for example we have 2, we put 2, so 2 squared will be 4, right? I'm trying to make it clear. Yeah, it will be 4 into height, which is 8. You can see this is 8 centimeter, this is 8 centimeter, and this is a radius, so I've squared it. 2 times 2 is 4, which is given there, times height. Now it's equal to by into, now it's 4 times 8 is 32 over there. And then down here now we derive this by value is this one, 3.14 into 32. Now plug this into your calculator and you find the volume. Let's do that. So let me, if you have a calculator you can do that. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm gonna give you the answer just now. That's 3.14 into 32 will be it'd be 100.48. It will be 100.48. So let me write the answer here. It will be 100.48 centimeter cubed. I don't know whether you'll be able to see this is the answer. I plugged into my calculator and I got this as a result. That is centimeter cubed. This is cubed because it's a cube. You're finding a volume, right? Okay guys, so it's as simple as that. Now if you want, we can, for example, if you change the value, say for example, I'll show you in a minute, 3, and we put this to be maybe 10. 10 is a high value. Let's put something like 7. Now change the values. You do practically the same thing. So for example, you have to square this. It will be 9 according to this formula. R squared by r squared times height. Height is 7. Okay, height is 7. So that means maybe you have to clean this up. Let me see, just have to write it down again, or just simply change the values inside here. Let me change the values, and this one I'll put 3, and this one I put 7. I'll show in a minute. So we have 3 squared to give us 9, and then this will be 7. Okay, and then by, now we have to multiply 9 times 7. What's the value of 9 times 7? With mathematician you can calculate there. 9 times 7 is equals to 63, right? So 9 times 7 is going to give us 63 here. You see, I've reached here, I've substituted the values in there and changed the values here in centimeters. So we're going to have 63 into 3.14. 1 minute, let me clear this stuff. That is 63 into 3.14. It will be 197. To change this value here now. is equal to 197.82 centimeter cubed. Yeah, right down here, 197.82 centimeter cubed, because we are finding the volume. I just change the values, and you can change the values continuously. For example, suppose I have let me say 2 inside here. I want to give less value so that it doesn't prove so cumbersome to calculate, and then keep this 8 just like before. So here we'll have 4. I'm going to show you in a minute. Transfer this one down, and then this 2 will give us 32. Oh, that's the same thing we did before, sorry. Yeah, it's the same thing we did. So you can change the values of these things. Maybe, let me see. Let's clean this thing up just to do something afresh. We do now clean everything and draw another cylinder. Okay. I'm not good at drawing, guys, so you bear with me. So we have 5 inches, for example, and here we have 3 inches, and the formula is volume is equal to base times height. I'll show you in a minute. Volume is equal to by r squared h. Okay, so I'm doing something afresh. I've drawn this cylinder and I'm trying to get this, and then let's now go to volume is equal to by r squared. R is 3, that will give us 9. Instead of itemizing everything, I'll take some shortcuts. Height is 5, and then volume is equal to by, I'll show you. 9 times 5, just 1 minute. I just want to be sure. It is 9, sorry, what is this thing? 9 times, now here we have by into 45, and then volume is equal to, just in a minute I'll show you, times 45. I plug this into my calculator. I'll get 3.14 times 45. The answer will be 141.3. Volume is equal to 141.3 inches cubed. Now see, I've calculated here. I gave 3 there as a radius and the height as 5, and I did the rest the same way we did. This is a base. This thing and this mean the same thing, so let's jump right here. Volume is equal by r squared height, and here volume is equal by times that one squared. That means r squared is 3 squared is 9. Okay, so there we got 9 times 5, right here. 9 times 5. 9 times 5 is going to give you 45. 45 into pi. And then 45 times pi, you know, we round up this figure. It's longer than this, but we round it to this 2 decimal places. That's 3.14 times 45. It will give you this as volume, which is 141.3 inches cubed. Right? Are you together? Actually, this is one of the most interesting maths you can do. It's so simple to calculate the volume of a cylinder. Okay. Yeah. So let's read something. I want to read something to you. Something said that volume is a measure of 3-dimensional space. Volume is a measure of 3-dimensional space occupied by matter. So matter can be water. You know, matter exists in 3 states: liquid, gas, and solid. In this case, volume, it is a cylinder. What we assume is what is inside could be cubic or ice cubes or water. occupied by matter or enclosed by a surface measured in cubic units. So that's how you measure. So suppose, say for example, there's a liquid inside a tank and you want to calculate the volume, or a cylinder or whatever. So you can do more examples. It doesn't make any difference actually exactly what we have done. Just giving different values, and then you calculate the area and then the volume. Suppose the area is something different. The area, like in this case, we're having a cylinder like this. Okay, we're having a cylinder. This is a cylinder, and we have given it's not drawn to scale, guys, so don't mind about how it looks. Somebody's the pressure cooker outside, sorry, it's making the sound. Somebody's making food, centimeter, and this is 8 centimeter, for example. Now the volume will be equal to base times height. Now base gives you the area, but in this case we're having a circle. That's why we use V is equal to by R squared I. This comes in because now you are calculating the circumference, because it's a circle, but suppose it was a cube. Let's try for a cube. It's not part of this, but it will not confuse you, I hope. Let me try and something out of this thing. I'm not good at drawing cubes, guys. I'll show you in a second, just in a second. Let me see whether I can do this. If it's possible, we'll do it, otherwise we'll just leave it. Yeah, okay. So I've drawn this cube. Now there are three sides into a cube. There's height, there's we can say point A, point B. So one is the base and the one is the width. So which one will be width? Say this is width and this is the base or length, whatever thing we call it. So when you calculate the area of this, it's not the same as a circle. We can't use bar here, for example, because the area would be this times this. Suppose we just take one side of this cube, like this one down here, or you take this side. Let me show you. Here, and here. This forms like, let's assume this not it looks like a square, but suppose it's a rectangle. You want to calculate this times this to get the area, right? Or calculate this times this to get the area. Then when you calculate the height, then it's something different. So now where it become cubical, but if you are just making the area, it's square. So that's the difference. So for example, 2, 3. Suppose I give 2, 3. It means I'm square. Or let me give this like 2. I give this 3, and I give this like 4. Right? So if I'm calculating the area, I'll calculate this times this. It looks like a cube, but I think I draw a cube. Actually, it shouldn't look like this. This looks like a cube. Let's assume the values are different. So I'll calculate this times this, I find the area. Now that's the height. This and this, I find the area. Then I multiply times this one, I get the height. So this will be 3 times this, which will be 6, and 6 times 4 will be 24 meter cubed, centimeter cubed, inches cubed, whatever. So let's 24 meters cubed. Let's assume it is in meters. So this is different from what we are calculating. This is not a cylinder. So the idea of base times height originates from here. Originates in the sense that this thing gives you only the base area, and look at the figure, whatever you are calculating. In this case, it's a cylinder, so that's why you're doing a circle by R squared height. Okay, otherwise it will be different. I hope I'm not confusing you. So we are calculating the volume of cylinder. Maybe I do one more. and then we stop it there. Yeah, man. So let's do another one very quick, really quick. This place where I'm staying is very noisy, so I have to do quick before noise become too much. So let's say we have 4, and then this one we have 6. Okay, so let's go direct to volume is equal to pi r squared height. Okay, I've done this. I've jumped the base times height 1, so I've just come direct here. And then here you can see already that the radius is what? The radius is 4. Or let's just assume its total is a diameter. We are given a diameter which is just 8. But the formula is this one. So we'll have to get half of this, which is 4. Half, because the radius is a half of a diameter. So you can divide this into 2. Now that will be 4. And then, but not confuse you, let me just give 4 as the radius, which is this one, and then do we follow up like this equal to pi r squared, it will be 16 into height. Height we already know, the volume is equal to pi 16 times into 6, okay, which is equal to 3.14 times 16 times 6. Now that's 16 times 6. I have to clear this, my calculator. 16 times 6 is equal to 96. This times 96, right? You see what I'm doing? I've taken this thing I've squared here. You know the radius is this 4. I've squared it here. I got 16, right? 16 into height, which is 6. Let's assume it's inches. 16 into 6 is here. Now against pi, then we got this to be 96. Now 96, 16 times 6 gives you 96. Maybe, let me just make it even more clearer. Let me say 96 into pi. Okay, 96 into pi. Now pi, you know the value of pi is 3.13. So it will be 3.14 times 96. Now let's find what the answer is. We have 96, and then we clear this. We have 96 times 3.14. Okay. Now the answer to this will be 301.44. It's equals to 301.44. The body is so small, my friends. So, but this is the answer in cubic inches, meters, whichever units you used it. Let's assume you used inches. It'd be, or centimeters, it's centimeter cubed. This centimeter cubed I've written here in small letters. This is the answer. So, it depending on the units that you used and the size of the land and the height and the radius, the answers will be different. Okay guys, this is how you find the volume of a cylinder. Thanks for watching guys. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share and comment. Right. Now you can calculate the volume of a cylinder or your tank of water at home. You can calculate that if you know, but the tank doesn't really have the circumference. It's made differently, you know. This is when you are calculating the circumference of a cycle. The cylinder has a circle, and that's why we have employed, so I don't want to confuse you. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe and comment as I bring you more materials. I hope you're enjoying the session in March like I do. Okay guys, bye.